Hey, so let's talk running shoes, running watches, hydration vests. Now, my controversial topic on hydration vests is if you're doing anything below a 10k or 6 miles, you don't really need a hydration vest, but if you feel comfortable using one, then you use one. That's just my opinion on them. Same with running watches. You don't need the latest, greatest watch for it to be sufficient. Any watch will do, which means that you don't have to carry your phone on you. So anything from a Garmin 165 to an Amazfit T-Rex like I've got, which is quite an affordable option, to if you can afford it, you can get the multi-sport watches like a Chorus Pace Pro or a Garmin Phoenix 8 AMOLED if you've got the money to burn. But again, you don't need the most fancy, greatest watch. As long as it tracks your run, maybe even your heart rate, that's the best you can do. You don't need the greatest, latest gear, heart rate monitor, whatever. And the same goes with shoes. You don't need the most expensive pair of carbon plated shoes, not unless you're running a sub 3 hour marathon, because the benefit that you're going to feel from it would be minimal. Again, you don't also need to go get fit for shoes. Loads of influence out there say go get fit for shoes, go to a runner's meet, get fit for your training shoes. You actually don't, because I've had clients come to me before and they've been fit into shoes and the shoes have actually been absolutely wrong. The only time you can really tell is when you get a gait analysis, like a proper full-on gait analysis from a proper running coach like myself. And then we can kind of help you out, figure out what kind of shoes you need: stability, neutral, max cushioning, lightweight race, whatever. But you don't need to get fit for shoes. There's studies out there that actually show you don't need to get fit for shoes. As long as they're comfortable, as long as they don't cause any hot spots, as long as you can run in them, you don't need the latest, greatest pair of lightweight race shoes. You just don't need them. Likewise, you don't need all this arch support. I have collapsed arches, I have flat feet, I wear arch supports in my shoes, and I, at the moment, am running in a pair of A6 Gel Cumulus 26s, and they can do everything from my long runs to my intervals like today to anything. Would I race in them? Probably not. I want something a bit more lighter, but that's my personal preference. But you don't need to go and get fit. As long as they're comfortable, as long as they fit you, as long as they're the right size, that's all that matters. Same with a watch. You don't need the latest, greatest tech. Try running bare for a while. No watch, no heart rate monitor, just your phone to kind of like log the distance, but that's about it. You don't need the latest, greatest tech in order for you to suffice or get better as a runner. You just don't need it. Same with shoes. You don't need a carbon plated pair of shoes unless you're running over 20k or racing. You don't need to go get fit and have these fancy arch support shoes and whatnot, unless of course you've got flat feet, hence myself. You don't need all these latest, greatest fancy techs. Running doesn't have to be complicated. It's actually quite simple. Strap your shoes on, strap your running top on, your running shorts, and then you go. That's about it. You don't need latest, greatest fancy tech. Or latest, greatest fancy shoes. If you can afford it, then yeah, go for it, you do you. But yeah, if you can't, then you just do you. You don't need expensive stuff. You don't need to get fit for shoes, but that's my take on it anyway. But yeah, you don't need to get fit for shoes. Just any pair of shoes will do. Like, you don't need to get fit for shoes. You don't need fancy shoes. Any type of running shoes will do. You just don't need to do it. That's where someone like myself comes in. Fully qualified coach. I'm a fully qualified running coach, fully qualified strength specialist and rehab specialist. My passion is Olympic lifting. If that's something you're after, the website's in the description. But yeah, again, you don't need the latest watch. You don't need the latest shoes. You don't need the latest the latest gear. You don't need to go fit for shoes. Right? There's studies out there that prove that you don't need to get fit for shoes. Any running shoes will do, as long as they're comfortable. As I say, I didn't get fit for my A6 Gel Cumulus 26s. I've got a pair of Nova Blast. I've got a pair of Ultra Var Olympus Pro 2s. I didn't get fit for any of them. They're just what's comfortable for me. As I say, I have arch supports in all my shoes anyway, because I have flat feet, but that's something that I've identified and I know from specialists. You don't need to go get fit for shoes. Fitters can get it wrong. As I say, I've had clients that have come to me and they've got fit, and the shoes just don't work for them. So you don't need to get fit. That's one of the main things, and you don't need the latest tech watch or anything. But again, website in the description for coaching, fully qualified. If that's something you're after, then give me a message. I'm more than happy to. Any questions, hit me up in the link, message me. More than happy to help. And if no one's told you, an absolute legend. And I'll see you tomorrow for my recovery run. Peace.